Dimitri and George weren't just best friends, they were the only friends each other had. In a school of over 500 students, somehow, they found comfort in being just two. They met in the first week of 6th grade, sitting next to each other in Miss Carter's English class. George, the quiet one, with a love for sketching monsters in the corners of his notebook, kept his head down. Dimitri, loud and curious, noticed the drawings. "Is that a dragon or a lizard?" he whispered. George didn't answer at first. Most kids made fun of his drawings. "I think it's both," George finally replied. Dimitri grinned. "Cool. Want to make a comic together?" From that day forward, they were inseparable. They sat together at lunch, shared secrets during recess, and passed notes full of wild stories in class. Dimitri provided the ideas. George brought them to life with his art. The school might have been buzzing with groups, cliques, and teams, but for Dimitri and George, the world was their own small orbit. Other students didn't quite get them. Dimitri's loud imagination and George's quiet creativity made them seem strange, but they didn't care. They had each other. Things changed in 8th grade. A new student, Leo, joined their class. He was funny, athletic, and instantly popular. Surprisingly, Leo took a liking to Dimitri. "You're hilarious," Leo said one day after Dimitri cracked a joke in class. "Want to sit with us at lunch?" Dimitri hesitated. He glanced at George, who had already opened his sketchbook, ready to work on their next comic. "I guess," Dimitri said. That was the first lunch George ate alone. Over the next week, Dimitri started hanging out more with Leo and his group. They played soccer after school, made loud jokes, and stayed up late gaming. George tried to join once, but no one seemed to notice him. Their comics stopped. The sketchbook stayed closed. One afternoon, as George sat alone under the big oak tree near the playground, Dimitri approached him. "Hey," Dimitri said, sitting down. George didn't look up. "You forgot we were going to finish the Dragonstorm series," George said quietly. "I didn't forget," Dimitri said. I don't know. Leo's group is fun." George nodded but didn't say anything. Dimitri looked at the tree bark, scratched and worn with years of initials carved into it. Among them he saw D. Jiawan G. in a crooked heart they'd etched the year before. "I missed it," Dimitri said. "All of it. The stories, the weird ideas. You." George finally looked at him. "Why'd you leave?" "I thought maybe I needed more people," Dimitri said. "But it turns out, more isn't better, just louder." George smiled faintly. "So, want to finish Dragonstorm?" Dimitri grinned. "Only if the dragon, lizard hybrid, still breathes fire through its nostrils and sings opera." George laughed. "Deal." From that day on, they didn't need anyone else. They were still just two. But they had a whole world in their stories.